All right, let's check in with Hasan and Twitch because there's a lot of stuff that's come out on Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, that we're going to take a look at. But there's also been some new stuff on Hasan Piker that we're going to take a look at. Now, I want you to remember Hasan says that you need to believe your own two eyes, even though he tells you that your eyes didn't see a collar on the dog when it got shocked. The dog actually was not wearing a collar. That's the new coat. But somebody unearthed some evidence of a dog that Hasan used to own, showing that his behavior has been pretty consistent, actually. This is from an old recording with his previous dog, Fish, and there's an open wound on the dog where the prong collar would be. So I think it's pretty obvious, at least to me, that Hasan is abusing that dog. No one is going to change their mind on this. Sorry, Hasan. This is cooking you. And it's always going to get brought up. But now we're seeing it, aren't we? All that's coming out. Oh, this dog had a cut on its neck. I wonder how that happened. Oh, it's because he was shocking the hell out of that dog and hurting it. That's what it looks like to me. Also, Tectone found this interesting clip. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Guys, I love sex, okay?
Me too. It is pretty awesome. Me too. We have that in common. It is a great thing, a great time, for sure. But the rest of what he says is really weird, because I've never said it like this.
Guys, I love sex, okay? I fucking love sex, dude. And I think it's one of the best things you can do on this planet. And I love to do it with humans, dude. Nothing substitutes to.
You know, I don't think so. You know, I also enjoy this activity, but I've never said with humans, because I would think you would assume I'm talking about with a human. It's usually people only, unless you're like a dolphin or something, usually it's always with the same species, though some people are into a thing called bestiality. In fact, I believe Hasan's uncle, his name Chank from Young Turks. He said one of the first things that he would do if he ever came into power was legalize bestiality. So, you know, I don't know. Is that something the entire family is into then? And I don't know. He is drunk here, so he could just be saying it like that just because of the intoxication level, which, you know, we've all been there, brother. However, I don't think I'd ever had to specify that I enjoyed sex with a human. That's a new one. Now, let's get into Twitch, because all of this is rolling over onto Twitch. All this Hasan shit is rolling over to Twitch, and now Twitch has TwitchCon, a big disaster. You had people backing out of it before it went down. And that was for good reason. Turns out everyone that said, especially Asmund Gold, who said female streamers should avoid TwitchCon, well, he was right. Probably wouldn't have been a good idea. But a lot of them still went anyway. And we saw what happened. Emiru, sexually assaulted. Now we have another streamer saying that something was happened. There's been a few people, actually, that have said some things went down or they didn't have security. Somebody named Extra Emily. I don't know who a lot of these people are. You know, I don't follow female streamers. I just don't think that they should be grabbed on and have sexual things done to them without you know, an okay. I think that that's the minimum that everybody can agree on. I don't think anybody deserves that. But apparently, some other dude was following this Bonnie streamer.
I at the con and he got trying to shake my hand. And I was like, no, please, I don't want to. He was like, shake it.
And then what?
And then I did. And then because I was like, oh no. So I did. And then I signed it and took a photo. And then he was like, okay. And he like reaches for my hand again. I think he jerked off on it.
Oh.
I don't know. Something was nefarious.
Ew. So that does seem very nefarious.
Everyone else is really normal.
Ew.
Now, maybe she's just making it up. I don't know. I just know if I was a woman, I wouldn't go to TwitchCon. I can tell you that right now. I wouldn't go. Where was Dan Clancy during all this? Well, it turns out he was just running around hanging out with young women. In fact, this guy's backing it up. And there's also this video here. I don't know if this was taking place during TwitchCon or not. Some are saying it was, but let's watch it.
Hey, there's Dan Clancy. Show me Dan Clancy again.
No.
Tell Dan Clancy we said what's.
There's no way. Wait, Dan Clancy, do you know who I am? Wait, let me ask. That's literally him. Wait, Dan. Wait, Dan Clancy.
Show Daniel Clancy.
Wait, Dan. Dude, I literally.
Now, honestly, okay. Dan Clancy is a shitty CEO. And I feel like, because it's pretty well known Dan Clancy is a gooner. And he's using his position of power, I think, to hang out with all these young girls who wouldn't be hanging out with him if he wasn't the CEO. He'll find out real quick whenever he gets fired from that position. And I think that time is coming. Because he's a shitty CEO. Literally, he's ran Twitch into the ground. But, you know, a lot of these young girls hanging around with him, I'm sure are showing him a good time. And I'm telling you, eventually, this is going to backfire on him big time. Someone's going to come out on his ass, and he's going to get turned into a Harvey Weinstein of some kind. I'm calling it right now. I don't think any of this is new behavior. There was a funny video of him on stage trying to twirl some girl, and he dropped her. Real alpha energy.
Told that she was sick and that she couldn't see any more people, but she was completely fine. And then they also threw away the gifts the viewers got for her.
Yeah, that was some other thing going away. I don't know what's going on with the gift thing. I don't really care about gifts or whatever that streamers were supposed to get. But I'm just playing the whole clip.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I've heard like this one was crazy. I heard Dan Clancy was out a lot of nights with young girls around him, which whatever, man. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But like, it just felt like,
you know, if they're adults, it is what it is. However, I would think that the CEO of the company that's promoting this con would be active trying to make sure, I don't know, crazy shit isn't going down. He seems just like a shitty, I mean, everyone knows this, the way he subjectively enforces TOS. Like he's using it as his own personal weapon and pussy magnet. I don't think that's how you're supposed to run a company. You're supposed to make money with a company. And I don't think Twitch is making any money. Twitch is in deep shit, man. I don't know what is going on over there. I don't know what Jeff Bezos is doing. I don't know what Amazon is doing. But it's been clear for a long time that Dan Clancy needs to go. And if he doesn't get fired over all this shit, pulling the government in because of Hasan and all this wild shit, like I would hope a lawsuit coming from that Emaru girl. Like if he doesn't get fired over this, I don't know what would get this man fired. Maybe Amazon just doesn't care.
so
I mean, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, he has enough money. Maybe he just doesn't give a shit.
this con felt so fucking weird, man. Whatever. Like I mean, last year I told myself I don't like TwitchCon, and so many people were like, "Why do you like TwitchCon?" And I'm like,
networking. I mean, that's why most people go, is to try to network, I would think. I don't know why you would go to TwitchCon over like some other Comic-Con or an anime con or a video game con. I don't know why you would go to TwitchCon over any of those. other than to maybe network with other streamers or something like that. If you were a streamer, I guess that's something that you could go for, but I really just don't see the benefit to going to TwitchCon.
How long do we have? But even more problems end up popping up. And really, I think that this is going to be one of the last TwitchCons that people go to. The attendance this year was terrible.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see any women go to the next one. Maybe some. No big ones. None of the bigger ones are going to go. Anyway, what a shit show. Taylor Lorenz, she's out here, of course, defending TwitchCon's security measures. She is just a shill, mainstream damage control journalist. She's doing damage control for Hasan, Twitch, Amber Heard. Remember that? She tried to cancel that Umbrella guy. Remember that shit? She's crazy. So, I don't know, man. It just keeps getting wilder with everything involving Hasan. All kinds of stuff keeps coming out. Dan Clancy, like he's, I would think, done. He's done, I think. So, we'll see what happens. I'm really looking forward to this TwitchCon disaster. I think there's lawsuits coming. Emerald would be a fool not to sue and get some of that Amazon money. Because it's pretty clear as day what happened. It's captured on video. The fact that guy, I don't know if he's in jail or not. The fact that they just let him walk, banned him for 30 days. Oh, we punished him. He's off the platform for 30 days. Wow, what a punishment. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
The year is 1945. World War II rages from the halls of Buckingham Palace to the shores of the Nile River. Even now, the clash between freedom and tyranny is about to boil over. Somewhere in North Africa, two American flyboys are soaring high on a reconnaissance mission, searching for clues to a peculiar new obsession, with the occult gripping the Nazi high command.